Hi all, welcome to the third chapter of called list. So in earlier chapters we learnt about document structure of the HTML, and in the chapter 2 we learnt about text. So if you have missed those videos or tutorials, we can go through go through those videos and get a feel of it. The link for those videos are available in the description. So let us start for today's chapter. It's called list. What is a list? In HTML, there are many actions. We have to use list. So there are three types of list. One is number list, bulletin list, and definition list. So we'll go in depth about this list. Okay. So what are ordered list, unordered list, and definition list? Okay, as you know, in HTML many occasion we need to use list, for example, bulletin, numbers, etc. So unordered lists are the list where each item in the list is numbered. So for example, each items in a HTML needs to be numbered, then we are using ordered list tag. A unordered list are begins with bulletin tag. So this is unordered list and on this. And there is one more unique list called definition list. Definition lists are made up of set of terms along with the definition for each of those items. Means a definition list exists for them is a particular definition is assigned. Okay, so let us see. So let us see what is order list. So order list is created by a tag OL, and each items in the list are placed between the allied tag. So this is how the syntax of a tag look like. The orderly list will be OL, and which has to be added with a slash OL, and all the list items are put inside this OL tag. So this is the typical syntax of a orderly list. So let us see how it looks in the real-time examples with real-time example. So we'll open a file and we'll write this. So uh, first of all, I'll write HTML. Okay, so we need to save so I'll save this file as mm, list.html. So always HTML next has to be given in order to make it as a HTML document. So now you could see the HTML. This is a subline which I'm using in this tutorial, which is easy to use and easy to understand. Okay, this is a browser which will see the output of the whatever the examples we see. So now HTML is there, and now we'll just write a orderly. So I'll not write tag head and all. So just directly jump into order list. Order list OL means order list. So on that there should be a list item. So how the list items look like is this one. So similarly like this way. So inside this whatever the content we need to add should be added. Okay. So I write one more three lines. Okay. So we'll take a same example in order to understand better. Okay. So we have written the order list when there is express. So we'll write text here. Chop potato potatoes into quarters. Quarters. Okay. Similarly, I'll just write some text. For example, Control C, so Control V, and then the select half something just to demonstrate. I'm just copying. Yes, okay. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So in place chop potatoes. I'm sorry, POTO potatoes. Okay. So here I'll write lemon. So okay. So and it should be closed with orderly list. Okay. So we'll just save this. So now when we open this browser, how it look like is go here test. So here it's so where list okay open with you can see already at the output okay open with so you can see here all the lists of these product are numbered. So this is the ordered tag. So if you want to list any items in the sequential order, then we always used ordered list and list items are put inside. Okay, so we'll go to our presentation. So we understood about ordered list. Now the next item is unordered list. What is unordered list? It is a list which is denoted by bullets. So it's a similar way. Instead of OL, we are using UL. So I'll make, in order to save the time, I'll make this as a save as list underscore unordered dot HTML. Okay. So So now what we have to do, instead of ordered list, it should be unordered list. Unordered, this is unordered list. On all the lists should be available like this. So then you save this and open with browser again. Okay. See already you can see. Mm, okay. So you can see here. Mm. So in ordered lists, these lists are numbered. So one, two, three, four, and so on. In a unordered list, it is list are denoted by bullet. Okay. So now you understood what is the difference between ordered list and unordered list. So these are always used in the HTML. So please understand these list order and unordered list where it will be used in most of the places while an element which needs to be displayed as a list. Okay. So the next list is definition list. This is also a similar type. So where we will denote by definition list by DL and DT. Definition list is created by DL tag and elements are usually consists of series of terms and their definitions. And DTC is used to contain the terms being defined term and DTC used to content its definition. Okay, so this is a typical example which is shown here. So you can see here DLS is the tag which is available here and here and okay. So now we are going to demonstrate this. So for example, you can see susami. Susami means what is that means? It's a sliced raw fish that can be served as a contributor in such as whatever it is. Okay, so this is a DT definition list created by DT. Okay, and DD is the used to content the definition. For example, scale. We have to define a definition of a list, and what it means is it be divided by DD, DTA and DD, and DL is their list. So we'll go to the editor and we'll do it. So for example, we'll start HTML and sorry. So HTML, this needs to be saved. Okay. Say list underscore definition dot HTML. Okay. Save. Just save it. So now you got to do what we have to do. First, we have to define a definition list. So for that, we should write definition. Okay. So in the definition list, this is a list which we have to find out. Then we have to see what is your DD. DD is the definition used contain the term being a definition. So for example, what we want to define has a definition. That would be, for example, so I'll write a scale. Okay, so done. Okay, so now we have to see what actually it means. So then a device used to accurately measure the weight of the ingredients. Okay, so we'll just write the scale is a scale is a device used to measure. Just I'll write MEAS. Okay. Then we had to close with this one. So this is how it looks. So when we run this, save, and if you open, and I'll see definition. You can see here. This is the list where it tells scale is a device to measure, and this is a definition of the what is called as this is a DD, this is DT, and DL is the definition list. So we'll just add more to it. For example, so I'll copy this part and just enter, and I'll just write some other. For example, scale scale is over. So mount just to define what is force. Just force is the energy used to move the object. Okay, same thing. Okay, and you save it. And you can see here. You can see here. So this is the least definitions. For example, scale is what it tells, and force what it tells. So this is used by the DT tag. This is used by DDD tag, and this everything we put in the list is divided by DL. Okay, so we understood about definitions also. So in the high level, the definition list is created with a DAL element and usually contains of series of terms and their definition. DT is used to contain the term being defined the definition term. The DD is used to contains the definition. The DD contains the definition. DT is the content to define the or to define a definition, and DL is the number of list available for the number of definitions available in the list. Okay. So there is one more called as nested list. What is a nested list? You can put these ordered list and mm, ordered unordered list in a nested form. This is how it would look like. For example, this is unordered list and it is listed here, and unordered list is part of another unordered list. This is called a nested list. So we'll see how it can be. So we'll do take this example only. For we have a unordered list. So instead of unordered this we can have a one more non-unordered list. Okay, this is called nested. So for example, I'll do it like this way, and then I will. So you can see now what has happened. What I did is this. And the unordered list is nested inside the unordered list. So one inside the other. So this forms a nested ordered list. How it look like is this one. You can see it. So this part will be printed. Okay. So we'll just save this, and we can see the output list update. Not this one. Ordered. Okay, you can see. So this is a nested part. So this is how it look guys. You can see here. So here is the in part title list and the list right item, and I can and have a more list. For example, here only this is over. So now I can have one more list here just to show you how it is there in the example. Okay, so I will save this, and you can see now. See how it is. It is got nested here, and the list is item is also available here. Okay, so the list item and the unordered list. The unordered list is using showing the bulleted. So this is unordered list which is showing the with a tab. So this is the nested loop in the HTML. Okay, so it is usually used by the same tags, but how we group together forms the less trusted use. Okay, this is a typical example which we are going to do it. Mm, So let's start. So this is one of the example available in the book. So now what we are going to do is we will put all the ordered list and unordered list and the mm, nested example. So we'll open the browser. So we'll open a new file and called uh, okay. So we'll save this. We'll save with list underscore example.html. Okay. So now we are here. So in order to have a better picture, so what I will do, I'll do some part of the things directly copy or I'll type. So what is this HTML? So now we have a head tag. Okay. So what we'll write? So we'll write as list. So now then we have a body. We have a body body tag. So we will have and close this. So tuck, 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 tuck. So we have body here done. Now we have one H1 tag. So this is how we'll have. I will recollect all the tags which we have used in earlier chapter also. So H11 is what is this? Okay, and just to see scrambled eggs. So H1. So H1 will with have a IS4. So then we have a paragraph. In the paragraph, what we are going to write is eggs are one of my favorite foods. Here is a recipe for delicious scrambled eggs. Eggs are one of my favorite foods. See, you can see it. It automatically takes us to the next line, and here we are. It is taken as per the browser. If you want to put a break, then we are going to add a tag called as BR break. So we'll not go through in this chapter since we are already completed in chapter 2. So just I remembered about this tag. So X. So now we have written the paragraph. So we want a H2 tag. So similar H2 tag and we will write it as ingredients. Okay. So it's done. So now comes the ordered list. So now we want to have a list. For example, we want to have a unordered list with allied stuff items such as two eggs, one tea button. So in data we want to put it in a bulleted in a list. So then we have to use a tag called unordered list, and then we have to have a list item. Okay. So how many lists do you want to have? That we have to write. Okay. Okay. Now, so what we want to have? Two eggs, and one teaspoon, one tablespoon of butter, and two tablespoon of cream. Okay. So then we have to close a unordered list. Okay. So before that we should understand also we have to write. This is unordered list. So we have written an unordered list with list items. So now we'll have one more as order. So now we have to write the method, how to do it. So I'll write h2 has method. Okay. Now we have to put a ordered list. So ordered list and then the list is items for what are the method what it says. I'll not go in depth. I'll just put only one. Well, melt butter in a frying pan over a medium heat. Okay, medium heat. So I'll not go in depth about typing everything. I'll just copy paste the same list in order to save the time and also so to make this video short. Okay, so these all things are available in the examples of the book. So when you go through this, you can put a format more we can add more text as per the example and do it. I am just showing the example in order to understand the feel of how ordered list look like. So now you can see here. So we have got a HTML tag, body, and a head and a paragraph. And in this we have unordered list and ordered list. So and the body and it is saved. Okay, body and HTML. So this is a typical ordered list and unordered list available in HTML delegate example. So let us see the output. Okay, so this you go here. So what is that example dot list where we have said list exam. Sorry. So you can see here. So you can directly see here. Okay, this is the heading. This is a H1. So this is where we have written the paragraph. This is the ending heading. So this is unordered list, which are denoted by bullets, and this is the ordered list, which are denoted by numbers. So if you open a browser, more so you can see here. This is a heading. This is H1. This is the head of the HTML. This is H1. No, this is a paragraph which we have written, and this is H1, and this is unordered list which are denoted by the bulletin, and ordered list which are denoted by the numbers. So now it is clear. So just and understand that uh, ordered list is denoted by OL tag, and the list item has to be put inside. Similarly, unordered list is denoted by UL, and the list items has to be put inside that tag. So unordered list means the bullet, ordered list means the numbers, and DLL definition list means definition list. Okay, to summarize this chapter, so we understood about ordered list, unordered list, and definition list. So there are three types of HTML list: ordered list, unordered list, and definition. Ordered list uses numbers. Unordered list use bulletins. Definition lists are used to define a terminology. This is important. Definition used to term. List can be nested inside one another. This is the main thing we should understand while understand ordered list and unordered list. Ordered list used for numbers, unordered list used for bulletins, and definition list used to define terminology. And list this list can be used as a nested list. Okay, so I hope this tutorial is useful about the list and HTML. If you like this if you like this video, please subscribe to this and encourage to do this type of videos in future. Thanks. Don't forget to subscribe and share and comment. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.